2013 Advanced. My name is Jason Christie. I'll be your trainer for this video series. What I will cover during it is improving the structure of a database. In that lesson, I'll talk about various methods of taking a database that maybe it wasn't designed so well from the very beginning, and that typically happens when you either inherit the database from somebody, or maybe you did not understand very well the database principles when you first created it, so you need to fix it. And usually the most common fix that people need to make on their database is to take an existing table with way too much going on it and then split it into multiple tables. We will look at a wizard that will do that for you, and then we'll look at a more manual technique using an append query to accomplish that as well. Lesson 2 is maintaining an Access database. We'll look at a few techniques of making sure your database is maintained and running efficiently. We will look at something, it's kind of equivalent to defragging your hard drive. It's called compact and repair. And then we'll look at a few tools to document information about your database and really learn about it, all the different objects and how they depend on each other. And we'll look at a really nice database documenter tool. The next lesson is using Access switchboards. It's a great way of making your database more user-friendly for the end users, so that if you have some end users whose primary function is just data entry and running reports, we will create this switchboard, and what you put on that switchboard is no more, no less than exactly what you want they need, what you want them to use to interact with that database. So again, a really powerful tool. And that often kind of ties it all together, and people really see the power of Microsoft Access once they see how to create a switchboard. The next lesson is configuring Access for security and multiple users. So this whole multi-user environment thing, we will look at how to split the database into a front-end, back-end, so that you can allow for multiple users. And then we will look at various types of security. We'll look at a basic level of security where we password protect the entire database, and we do other levels of password protection for your database. The next lesson is automating processes with VBA, Visual Basic for Applications. It takes the idea of a macro one step further, where it's much more flexible. Of course, yes, it is a little bit more challenging, but it is so much more powerful, so much more flexible in terms of what you can automate with VBA. You can export selected items and create special messages that you create that you cannot do in a macro. And what we will finish with is a new feature, new as of Access 2010, called table events. Again, a really powerful thing where you can create macros attached to the table, so that no matter what form you attach to that table, these special events and special actions will transfer to whatever object, whatever form, whatever object you use to interact with that table. I hope you enjoy this video series.